Hello, welcome to episode 2 of Death and Taxes. If you haven't seen the first episode and are confused about what's going on, please go watch the first episode. I actually think this game is really, really fun, and I would really like it if everyone here, if you have a chance, support the developer. It's a really fun game. Anyway, let's see what our choices had from last time. Local team perishes in hospital after mishap with high voltage hyperbullet. Companies in mourning incredible consultant so close to figuring out a completely new consultant level that their head exploded. Okay. Anything from weird individual that told me about that? Nope. Okay. I'll just put that up there. Rules of today. Quote for the day: 2 humans have to die. Spare any humans with a food service background. I hope you are enjoying the routine. Okay, so it's a Monday day, but who longs? Very good. So I don't accidentally open you. I'll just put you in there. Cook, so you are food service. And how many people had to die? 2 humans have to. Alright. So unemployed, climate scientist, kitchen, food service, gotta let you live. And food service. Alright, so you, and you. Not even gonna look at those. You have to live. I know I could break the rules, but I'm not going to this playthrough. Maybe next playthrough will actually bend some rules. Jake is self-prescribed chemist, loves to create new and interesting recipes in their kitchen. Jake's latest work involves mixing opioids and uppers. They also enjoy showcasing their new inventions at the local club scene. No. You're gonna die. Let's see. Lennon hails from a small village on the coast of where they spent their years studying. I don't know what that is. This later inspired them to turn their attention towards global matters to the multitudes of interrelated networks that make up our planet. I are climate scientists. Cleric. Henry is a devoted member of their church with a weakness for pastries and crime novels. Ever since reading a book about the crafty monks at a secluded monastery, they have dreamt of saving their family using fancy deductive abilities. Little do they know this exact opportunity will soon present itself. So, I think, okay, it's not that I don't like religion. I do like religion. But I think he's going to help out later in the game to prevent humans going on the path of destruction. Alright. Yes. Let's go see how I did.
What a day, Grim. What a day. Let us go over your conduct first.
Okay.
Good. I see the correct amount of profiles. Today seems to be in order.
Hooray!
Anyway, Grim, 5 days you have been with us. How does it feel to make the difficult
I didn't like it at first, but I've grown to enjoy it. Man, a job like any other. Honestly, I feel like I'm not killing enough people. I crave more. No. Still feel awful about every choice. Every moment is a living hell. I hate this job. I didn't like it at first, but I like it.
Ah, I told you one would get used to it. At least, I hope I told you. Corporate motivation and all that.
Of course.
But think of the humans. Do you think our office is the appropriate way to deal with them?
I'm not sure.
Ah, the question is too difficult. After all, you have not even lived a week. You have not seen what the tradition has wrought.
Right.
This control over all the lives, unbeknownst to the humans. Do you not consider it unethical to make the choices you make?
I can't worry too much if this is what it has to be done.
It gladdens me to hear you do not bother yourself with unnecessary concern. The office is perennial and venerated. Eons we have spent designing the appropriate methods and strategies. We know what we are doing.
Okay.
I do apologize for taking up so much of your time. Before you go, are there any questions you would like to ask?
Why do all the profiles refer to people as they? What's the basis for the profiles? Is there a point system? How haven't I seen
The
Underage?
children. They are a special case, for a different set of departments to deal with. You will not find any yourself.
Are there many offices or departments?
Countless.
And how many Reapers are out there?
Infinite.
Really?
Close enough. Anything else?
What's the basis for profiles? Is there a point system?
Not at all.
You don't sound so sure about that.
I am, quite so.
Is it predetermined? What about free will?
Humans have some free will, sure. They can make a variety of choices. Yet what matters is that they cannot escape the inevitable.
Which is death.
The life-threatening situations that bring them onto your desk, a result of their own deeds and decisions.
Okay.
Then there are some highly complex calculations, factors and aspects that influence the situation. But that is just a bit over your pay grade, so do not worry about it.
Okay.
Anything else?
What about animals? Do they get a department? Why do all yeah.
Absolutely. All living beings have to be processed after the end. No escape.
Really?
Even plants. Yes,
Really?
there is a department for plants.
Ooh.
Do not ask about the plant department.
I want to ask about the plant department.
Anything else?
What about unliving things?
Technically, kind of, I guess. Ruins are like a type of dead. But then again, they often feel so alive.
Really? I'm actually kind of interested about
I
this.
must ponder. This topic is a bit too abstract for now. Let us table it.
Okay.
Anything else?
Why do all the profiles refer to people as they?
An astute observation. You see, Grim, our office does not operate on information about biological backgrounds or genetic composition.
So, no ethnic data.
Minimal. Everyone you assess is simply
Human.
human, after all, excluding any monumental error in normal procedure. The
Okay.
bottom line is that the humans end up on your desk.
And then I must follow the rules.
Must follow the rules.
Okay.
Anything else?
That's all I can think of.
Right. It has been enlightening. I bid you a good night. See you tomorrow.
Good night and see you tomorrow, Fate. Hey! See if there's anything more in the Quartermaster.
Have ye seen such deals before? 'Tis ye who plunders me.
Resonator. I'll get the resonator.
Shiver me timbers. 'Tis a tale most sordid.
Ooh.
I dare not even recall the details. But since ye wish to hear it, I shall tell it forthwith. There I was, scouting some rickety office building downtown, and I saw this in an elevator. Went in, tore it out, and made a run for it. The device has immense power. Ye turn the knob, and infinite pleasant noises come from it. Some might even call it music.
That's cool. Do I want to get this? Nah, I think I'm good. Alright. Upstairs. Mortimer. Oh, I'm guessing that's... Alright. Guess it's on to the next day. Ooh. Alright, what's her phone gonna say today? Tomorrow's young cook discovers a new healthy way for preparing food. Doctors amazed. Major outbreak of salmonella hits cause. Oh, so that's the person, one of the people I let live. Serial killer has claimed the lives of 2 priests so far. There may be hope for our planet yet. Scientists on the verge of a breakthrough that may help the dwindling fish population. Ah, so see, I've saved the fish. Tom goes in there. Okay. You seem to be on the precipice of dark times, and I may have warned you that this job can have some harsh moments. Today is that day. A total of 6 humans have to die. At least 2 humans 60 or older have to die. Humans with an economy-related profession have to die. Okay, so you're 70. You're a banker, you gotta die. Sorry, so you get to live. Cashier, you've gotta die. You get to live. Dead. 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 Okay, who am I killing? Emiko worked hard for their whole life, but when retirement knocked, they switched to full fun and games mode. These days, they spend some time taking care of their garden, most of the time playing team-based online multiplayer shooters. Nice, but you won't be doing that for much longer. Alright, time for the banker. Raz was a widely celebrated economist and is one of the preeminent expert in market manipulation. For the past decade, they have appeared on many television programs advising people when and where to invest their funds. Should have helped them better. Dead. Venture capitalist. Gideon had great success with investing into the technology sector, especially during the wave of startups. They seem to have a sense of picking out firms with high growth potential. Lately, they've looked into the gaming industry to try and find something. Ooh. Sorry. Nope. Cashier. Okay, so I've killed 3 people. Alright, cashier. Citra takes all their shits at the coffee shop where they're physically able to. 44 deluxe cat food for our 5 cats. It's hard to remove all that cat fur before coming to work, but so far they seems like they haven't gotten any customer allergic reactions. Dead. And there's number 4. Retired. John Baptiste is retired carpenter and a veteran of the long-ago military conflict at the Morsola Peninsula. For years they have had to deal with bouts of PTSD where they've managed to alleviate their twilight years by painting and composing melancholic folk songs. They run a successful investment firm on the side. Ooh, double dead. And a bank teller. Kim has lived through 3 bank robberies. Sick and tired of always happening, they decided to join the robbers. On the 3rd attempt, they were last seen trying to escape the country. Dead. Alright, let's see why you get to live. Eric loves gazing into the deep eyes of people. They just can't get enough of what they see in there. Usually pupils, corneas, the retina, and all that. Okay, so you actually like your job. Good. Gray is a graying, dead-looking psychopathic content creator who hails from sunny Afri, some 1,000 kilometers south of Cosmopolis City. Their most enjoyed pastime is knocking down a couple of beers while watching the world burn. Alright. 6 dead, 2 alive. Alright, let's go up.
Ah, Grim. It looks to be a rough day out there. New recruits often falter during dark time.
Continue.
Yet you seem to have performed adequately. How do you feel after such a day?
I was built for dark times bad. I did what I had to do. Doesn't mean I like it. There isn't a lot to do, but I worked it all out.
Good, good. We have to do what is necessary, even if we do not fully understand why.
But I want to know why.
Let us hope these days do not continue. Any idea what happened?
Perhaps an economic crash.
Interesting. An insightful streak may yet rattle inside that skull of yours.
Hmm.
Off you go now, Grim.
Ah. So that a huge economic crash, I guess, was happening. Yeah, let's end the day. Get to the next day. Yes, let's move my coins down there. Local man commits suicide after losing family savings in market crash. Respected financier found dead after devastating market crash suicide. Master bank officials under investigation for years-long friend. Bank robber arrested in the neighboring dies as ship bringing them home sinks in a storm. People of the city are known for having beautiful eyes. I'm guessing he's fixing up their eyes now. A recent tragedy proves once and for all your cats will definitely eat you. Okay, so that cat lady. I destroyed all lives by making the worst choices. 3 million views unlocked. Yeah, you stay down. Okay, see if we can clean up the mess from yesterday. That might give you just the boost you need. Do not forget, you may leave troubles behind, but new ones always lie ahead. 2 humans have to die. Spare humans who seem helpful against the troubles. Keep vigilant. Alright. So at least 2. Student is a transfer student whose home country is currently in the middle of protests against the regime. They're happy about being away from it all, but worried about family and friends back home. Their school is doing a smaller protest, which is elevating their stress levels. They're kind of neutral. Smuggler. This isn't a thing. Trez won't smuggle in or out of the country. Whatever it is, they'll find a way. Drugs, guns, endangered animals, antiques, and artifacts, and even people. They have no scruples, no hidden principles. Dead. Favorite plant is the common grass, for which they plant everywhere they work. No flowers, no trees, no bushes, only grass as far as the eye can see. The lack of biodiversity in these gardens is seriously affecting local bee populations here. Alright. Garnett loves photography, hiking, painting, and the visual journaling. They are diagnosed as bipolar, but have managed to figure out a way to deal with it, such as they are mostly happy. Garnett often volunteers at the local art gallery. I'll let you live. Neutral. Works as a prime minister's approved personal helicopter pilot. They love flying so much they fly around all day, even when their employer doesn't need to go anywhere. All the money for fuel is taken from taxpayer funds. Negative, negative. I think the student's okay. Lumberjack. Logging company where they work as a lumberjack. Although they comply with environmental regulations on paper, they occasionally clear protected habitats by mistake, destroying homes of thousands. By mistake. Destroying thousands of homes of endangered birds. Alright, so these 3 are done. You're affecting the local bee populations, which could be it. Okay. Fuel is taken from taxpayer funds. Endangered birds. Here? I'll let you live. I'm gonna put you on Goodwill. I'm sorry, but you will have to die. Your joyriding days are over. Oh, I really hope I didn't just screw it. Alright. Oh, sorry about that. That was my treasure.
Welcome, Grim. It is the end of the week. Your performance review draws near. How do you think you have been doing?
I think I've managed to follow the rules.
Yes. Your answer has been recorded for the psych eval. Now then, before the assessment, let us look over your daily conduct.
Okay, continue.
I see the required profiles are all here.
Very good.
Excellent. This bodes well for the evaluation. I guess it is time to get started.
Wait, I wanted to ask about today.
Yes? What about today?
Did I make a difference to me? Oh,
Absolutely. Things are already looking up.
that's good.
Do not worry about it. Fixing the world is a slow process. So, keep at it. As long as you follow the rules, it will all get better.
Okay.
Now, where did I put those papers? Ah, here we go. Right. Looking at these stats,
The
the
numbers.
numbers say your conduct over the 7 days has been most excellent. I am, sincerely, surprised and pleased by your display of loyalty.
Hooray!
So much so that the office has deemed you fit for a raise.
Thank you.
Oh, do not thank me, Grim. We are just getting started.
Ooh.
Speaking of, the raise also comes with a prize. The office is proud to present you with an award of excellence.
Yay!
Display it proudly on your workstation.
Okay.
Do not let this
Okay.
cloud your judgment. You still have much to learn and many rules to follow.
I like ice cream, piece of cake. This has been hard to get easier.
Silly Grim. This was an evaluation period for a reason. Things will only get more
So this was just my trial run.
As such, your 7-day evaluation period has concluded. You have passed.
Yay!
That is all. Until tomorrow, Grim.
All right. Ooh. Getting that raise. Getting that raise.
Need ye cures for ailments or a trinket to ward off a curse?
Those are the days. All of them. Healer flex twirl. I like this. Oh, it's too expensive. Wow. I'll save up for that. That sounds like cool. Alright. Well, let me end the day. Yes. And I think that'll be all for this episode of Death and Taxes. So I hope you all like what I'm doing with the game. I hope you guys can all follow along really well. Sorry that I'm not talking as much, but it seems like this is more of a narrative-focused game, and I want to let the developer tell his story that he wants to be told. Anyway, I will see you all guys in the next episode.